Hello, it's Richard here, again in the office. Just wanted to visit with you a little bit. I know most of us are still pretty much in isolation and a little bit out of the quote normal. For the last several weeks, I've had the opportunity to visit with quite a few folks that they just aren't understanding what the future is going to hold, and they have different ideas about where do I want to go from here? How do I want to get there? And what's my best alternative? Or do I just want to go back to the same life I had? I find that most of them are really interested in changing their setting on their financial thermostat so that they don't have as many financial worries in the future. Now, all of that's different for different folks. And I'm not here to give you a sales pitch tonight on anything. But what I want to talk to you about, when you decide what direction you do want to go, you want to rely on that old saying. You want to work smart, not hard. Now, that's not just some kind of idle idea that you probably have heard lots of people discuss previously. Working smart is really what it says. You want to be able to get where you want to go in the least amount of time with a lot of unnecessary wasted effort. And again, it applies to anything that you want to proceed with so that your future looks different than your past. Anytime you're working smart, you're going to be setting goals. The goals have to be, number one, written down. But when you set goals, it's like putting your workload onto a conveyor belt. And that conveyor belt is then going to move your workload toward your success. But goals, like everything else, can be good or bad. They can be weak or they can be strong. Depends on how you put them together. And that's where we get back to this working smart idea. If you set a goal, they should be smart. And what that means is they should be specific, measurable, achievable, result-oriented, and trackable. Yes, that spells SMART. Again, specific, measurable, achievable, result-oriented, and trackable. When you set a goal, if you can look at that goal and you can go back and you can put a check mark by each of those, then you're able to measure your goal. It's defined and you're focused in the right way. If any of those specific, measurable, achievable, result-oriented, or trackable don't get a check mark, you at that point need to go back and refine your goal until you can check off each of the items. And then your goal will be established, it will be measurable, you can track it, and you, my friend, at that point will be working smart. Work smart, live smart, and succeed smart. Y'all have a fantastic day. Thanks for visiting.